One more time for the greatest team in America.
Hi folks, this is Alan Tyson for Lee Hill and Johnston Insurers. Now I know what some of you are thinking after our Birds seemed to struggle in a 22-19 victory last week over New Mexico State, a team we had handled pretty easily in the past. But let's take into account the scenario. Over the last 5 weeks leading up to last Saturday's kickoff in Las Cruces, our Blue Birds of Prey had been 35 days since their last game at Paulson Stadium. They had played 3 games, all on the road, against an undefeated top 25 ranked Western Michigan team, an Arkansas State team that in 2015 was the Sun Belt champion, and though they were 0-4 when we played them, arguably have the most talent of any team in our league. And a Georgia Tech team that is a Power 5 program, was favored by 10 points in our game, and is coached by Paul Johnson, a man most Georgia Southern fans think has the greatest offensive mind in college football. All 3 of these contests hard-fought losses. Our Birds had logged 4,986 total air miles and about 500 miles in buses, none of them yellow, I might add, over the 5-week period. Folks, if you don't think that kind of travel, time between games, and the pressure of losing 3 straight takes a toll, it's because you haven't had to experience it. Eagle Nation, I gotta be honest with you, I was scared to death going into this one. Now I know that the Aggies are ranked somewhere near the bottom of the heap nationally, but they had played well at home, where both of their victories had come. They are leading our conference in passing, and they have the #1 tackler in the country on their defense. Under the circumstances, I don't care how ugly it may have looked. As my favorite old bald-headed man used to say, 22 is more than 19, and we had 22. Frankly, I'm as giddy as I can be that we did. What do you say we get on a roll, Big Blue? It's time. As for today, it is time, as our Eagles are back in the Borough after 42 days on the road to take on our longtime foe, Appalachian State, in our 5th conference game of the season. The Mountaineers, who finished the 2015 season 11-2, are 5-2 overall and 3-0 in the Sun Belt in 2016. Now, this is normally the point where I start to spout off about how these hillbillies from Howard's Knob have the 24th ranked defense against the rush in the country. They are allowing only an average of 18.9 points per game. Their uniforms are the ugliest in the FBS. Their fan base is all kin to one another. I'm kidding about that, but you do have to admit that's pretty funny. Anyway, my point is this. What difference does it make? This is Georgia Southern and Appalachian State. This is a game between two teams that, at least on the football field, just simply don't like one another. By the way, there ain't no love lost between their fan bases either. This is not about statistics or rankings or even conference championships. This is about who is going to have to live with losing to their arch rival for the next 12 months. Folks, you can lock up the women and children, throw out the record books, and smoke them if you got them, because this is about to be a war. This is going to be no holds barred, damn the torpedoes, full speed ahead, may the best team win. By the way, did I mention that I think that team will be our men in blue? Eagle Nation, we need all hands on deck for this one. So if you haven't yet, get out and buy yourself a ticket. Put on your favorite gear, come to the prettiest little stadium in America, and let's show these Ridge Runners from Watauga County what the 12th man sounds like. Hey, ain't it great to hate App State? Blister this bunch of backwoodsmen from Boone, Eagles.
And folks, you just can't beat that. And you just can't beat Georgia Southern. And you ain't seen nothing yet.